I hear ringing, I hear dinging from all of my devices. Some people might get upset, but I think it is nices. It's the Bob Doyle Show, that's what is coming at you right now. You might have thought I planned these words, and I would say, and how I did not. Let's just take a few moments to sip coffee out of our official Bob Doyle Show mug of the day. Whoops, that's not the right button to push. Haha, no it's not. That is, though. We've got Denise in the room already, which is good. Kathy's here right on time. See, I figured it out. The other day I said, hey, you know, sometimes I snap with a theme and it seems like I'm off, but I realized I know the problem, you see, and you're very interested in this. Good morning, Sarah. I like how you used 2 apostrophes in good morning. One right after the G and one right after the N. You might be saying, Bob, it would seem like you would show us that right now if this was a typical day. Well, it's clearly not a typical day, is it? Because it's Monday, right? It's Monday and I'm not whispering at you. That's right. I took that meditative Monday thing, I just tossed it right out the window. I said, you know what? No more. Mondays are going to go back to being what they're supposed to be. A big ball of stress and anxiety. Hi, Jory's here. Oh. I'll drink some coffee to that. Again, with this huge mug, I have to start the coffee making process so early that by the time the show starts, it's already lukewarm. What a dilemma, Emma. Now I'm going to sit here. I'm going to wait until someone named Emma comes in here. Hi, Greg. I see you watching. You cannot hide. Facebook tells me when you're in the room. Oh, yes. So, yeah, you know, the whole meditation thing, I thought it was a good idea. I thought, oh, people need this on Mondays, right? They need but I don't know. I didn't get enough cards and letters. The whole thing is if I get 3 sacks of mail on something, I take action. Right? And I threw it out there and I said, oh, what do you guys think of this thing? Is this good? 2.9 sacks of mail saying, please keep it. Please keep it. But I needed 3. So what was I supposed to do? So here's a little thing. I'm going to just throw this out. I'm not going to make a big deal out of this. I'm not. This is the Bob Doyle Show. We don't make big deals out of things. Until I say so. But I made a little announcement yesterday with Lynn Rose, and the gist of what I'm telling you here is, so I've got a life event coming up, and it's called Move into Las Vegas. This is true. I know you think, can I believe anything on the Bob Doyle Show? What's wrong with you? Our relationship should be built on trust. But I am. And so as a result of that, I get to face all the moving things, you know, everything related to moving. And as a result of that, there may be some disruption in the broadcast schedule of the Bob Doyle Show during that time. And what I'm asking you up front for is your forgiveness, your permission, if you will. I dare I ask permission? But forgiveness in advance, because, you know, this is a commitment. Don says, I was really needing the Meditative Monday. Well, I'm sorry. If you had written that 0.1% letter and filled that 3rd sack of mail, well, we might all be meditating right now. But it's people who just think, well, someone else will write the letter. Someone else will do it. This is how things happen. Don's trying to get me to be relaxed about the word moving by writing it down like I did on my other stuff. So I say something along the lines of, moving. But see, I'm not going to fall into that trap. I didn't expect that there would be any kind of reaction to the lack of Meditative Monday. We've got the switchboard is lighting up. We've got so many calls. We need to take one live. Sir, are you on the line? Yes, I'm on the line. That's great. So you want to weigh in on this Meditative Monday thing? Yeah, I want to weigh in on it. Okay. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the format change. It's not really a format change per se. Is it something different this week than you're doing last week? That's a format change, Bob. So here's the thing. You know, it may not be a big deal to you. Well, look, it's not even an issue of the size of the deal. You gonna let me talk here? Okay. You promised us that weekends wouldn't have to be the last time we feel joy. You assured us that Mondays would never again be these stress balls of anxiety and fear and worry and dread unnecessarily. Okay, look, I was just having fun. Here's the thing. I was having fun too. Monday started having meaning. I started to look forward to Sunday evenings. Do you know why? Why? Because I knew that Monday was going to be okay. I had an assurance from Bob Doyle, trusted teacher from the film The Secret, that Mondays were going to be okay. Okay, look, you know what? I was just having fun. I'm happy that you had the... So Dawn is agreeing with you. Of course Dawn's agreeing with me. Why wouldn't anybody agree with me? Because, okay, that right there, that's got to go. I'm not in charge of that. That's a whole other department. Is your name on the show? My name is on the show. You think maybe you could get rid of that if you really, really, really tried? Probably. That's awesome. Now here's what's going to happen right about now. You're going to reach over onto the floor where I'm assuming your bathrobe is. How'd you even know that? Doesn't matter. You're going to put that robe on, and you're going to turn on some reverb, and we're going to have a Meditative Monday. Well, see, I don't know. I threw it out there. I really don't know. I mean, Dawn agrees maybe, but I don't have any other feedback from anybody else. If it's just you and Dawn, I really can't. I mean, you know, the ship is in motion. I don't know if this is a good idea. What's not a good idea to make your listeners happy? Well, it's not. Well, I don't know that you I mean, I don't take any offense to this. I don't know that you constitute... See, Dawn's just yelling over and over as if she's several people. Just because she's saying it over and over doesn't mean it's going to happen. Dawn, you're going to need to rally the troops because this guy isn't going to budge on this thing. We got to get more people saying to bring back the Meditative Monday. Okay, seriously. I'm sorry you're upset about that. There's nothing I can do about it at this point. It's very annoying. Sorry. And I think that as a result of the annoyance you have caused me, you need to bring back the Meditative Monday, and you need to do it right about now. And while you're doing that, I'm going to put on my robe too. And I'm not sure how I feel about being bullied by the listeners. I mean, you know, I'm just trying to have fun. Whatever. Put the robe on. I'm sorry, everybody, but you know. Technical problems now. See, I wasn't planning on any of this. All right, I got the robe on. Nice. Now I got my robe on. We're all robed. Now the reverb. Test 1, 2. Nice. Now how about some music? We got to do music too. Meditative Monday. Give us some music. The thing is, this doesn't fit at all with the tone of what I was getting ready to do. Then change the tone of what you're going to do. My work here is done. Thanks for your attention. Hi, everybody. I'm not at all concerned that happened again. Because it's Meditative Monday. And on Meditative Monday, we mellow like a marsh. That's right. So, as this was not exactly what I was planning right now, but I have to go ahead with what I was gonna do. I'm gonna do it, but I'm not sure the tone is gonna translate, but let's see what happens, shall we? Ladies and gentlemen, on Friday's show, we as a community came up with a business idea, didn't we? Do you remember? Anyone want to remember what anyone, well, you'd have to remember first, but anyone want to remind the group of what our business plan is, of what we're going to do to take over the world? Anyone? 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 What we're going to do is we're going to create a line. Here, come in closer, I want to tell you. All right, that is entirely too close. We're going to create a line of greeting cards. Now at this point, we need to keep this on the down low. We're going to create a line of greeting cards that are mean, malevolent, in a playful way as possible, I think. But that's only the first step of what we're going to do. Anyone else remember? That's right, Denise has got it. You know what, since we changed directions here because of overwhelming listener feedback, allow me a moment to push some buttons in hopefully as unobtrusive a way as humanly possible. And if this works, look at that. That was pretty smooth. You all have no idea. That's okay. I'll just pat myself on the back later. Excuse me. So the greeting card part, that's easy. Who couldn't write greeting cards all day? The tricky part was, or did I even say it out loud? Or did I just acknowledge that Denise said it? It's rude scratch and sniff cards. That's right, scratch and sniff. And the scratches and the sniffs, rude, gross, disgusting, right? So we were talking about all that. And as we were talking about all that, one of my good friends from the past, Mike, pointed us to a resource. Hi, Dimple. Dr. Stinky is the name of that resource. And if you don't think I jumped on that right away, you don't know me very well. So ladies and gentlemen, what I have here, shouldn't choose one with green on it, on the top of the stack, is up to this point. Now I've been sitting on this for a day now and I haven't opened any of these. So right now you might be thinking, Bob, are you literally going to open these and smell them as part of the show? Because, you know, I'm being you right now, we, the audience, we're not going to be able to smell that. What are you going to do about that? Well, if you'll each look under your seats, you'll find that I have provided a nanochromophone. It's a little clip that goes onto your nose with these two little vent things using nanotechnology, hence nanochromophone. Clips on here. It uses wireless and Bluetooth, so turn them both on. Just attaches to your wireless or cellular network. And using, again, nano aroma technology, communicates with what I'm sending and reproduces the smell. So just look under your seats. They're fully adjustable, should be very comfortable on your nose. We spared no expense on the nanochropophones. I wish I had mine right here, but I had to give one to a neighbor. So we won't open them all because that would be tedious, because I think there are, I don't know, 15 or 20. So we're going to start with what's on top here. Are we ready? Oh, Denise has brought in a third plan. Oops, it's not yet on the screen, but it's going to be in just a second. As soon as that pops up, you're going to see Denise's idea, and I like it. So hurry up and pop up. You know what we need to do is someone needs to Someone needs to post a comment to bump that one up so I can share it. Of course, everybody else can see it, but what she said, we could add rude sound effects too. So now we've got, you open it up and it's see, I've got the most brilliant entrepreneurial audience of all broadcasting. Every one of you, brilliant. So when we create the Elyod product line, don't think you guys aren't going to get special bonuses at holiday time. All right, so now Sarah's bumped up the comments. There it is. We could add rude sound effects. All right. So on the top we have fireworks. Oh my God, I hope these aren't hard to open. That would suck for all of us. Whew, that's loud, isn't it, boys and girls? Didn't really think that. Okay, I already smell them. You all know how scratch and sniff technology works, right? There's these little micro bubbles of magic that's sort of just dusted on the thing, I guess, and you scratch and it pops open the bubbles and you get the aroma. So, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, anyway, there's plenty of them to go around. Are we ready? Already doesn't smell that good. All right, I'm just gonna scratch one now. So put on your NaNoWriMophones and get ready to inhale. Here we go. That's the scratch. Yeah, you gotta dig in, right? Set the NaNoWriMophone to 8. Fireworks, all right, well, now again, admittedly, fireworks, not that gross. Now, when you go to search out your own Dr. Stinky, and of course you will. I don't know, I like the way that sentence ran. You'll notice that there are different configurations of packs that you can buy, and some of them are not so gross. I bought the one with the most gross stuff in it. Let's just skip on down to Grandma. I have got to know what Grandma smells like. So I would say to put your NaNoWriMophone to 5 on this one, because, you know, we don't want to ruin your day. Yeah, see? Now, the vocabulary of some of you. I'll just show the screen, but I won't comment. All right. This is taking a little too long to do, but luckily it's Mellow Monday, so no problems, no worries. What else are we going to do? All right, everything came out of the bag except Grandma. If I had $1 for every time I had that phrase whispered in my ear. All right, as I was opening this, I'm thinking, what could Grandma smell like? And I was thinking, it's probably going to smell like old person perfume. No offense to any old people who wear perfume. All right, I'm going to scratch Grandma now. Oh, the drops from this show. Yeah, it should be called Grandma's Guest Bathroom, because that's what this smells like. You know that rose soap? Who thought that was a good idea? Rose soap. I'm gonna smell like roses all day. All right, here's a good one. What'd you all think? Just perfume, right? All right, now here we go. Onion. Now, there are, believe me, there's a couple more that are kind of like fish, I think, is the grand finale. Because I might just hurl right here in front of everybody. We have bacon and campfire. I'll tell you what, here's what we'll do. I'm gonna just quickly read through what we've got. And you guys can request which ones you want. You know, to test out the NaNoWriMophone. Bacon, dirt, grandpa, zombie, garbage. Oh, that's a sure thing. Race car, campfire, smelly cheese, hot wings, wet dog, also a sure thing, and cow. All right. You know what? I think I've made my own choices. Thanks, though. Because we don't have time to read all of these. Read? Read? Read, Bob? Is that what we're doing? No. We're smelling things. Like this wet dog. You voted for Grandpa. I didn't think we'd get a vote for Grandpa, but there it is in black and white. Can you even hear that music in the background anymore? Okay. Just Trying to keep it real here. Real smooth. Heed wrong about hot wings and bacon. That's what it says. I'm not lying. Heed wrong about hot wings and bacon. All right, here we go. Wet dog. I'm just going to scratch right now. Okay. Have you ever smelled your dog's feet and they smell like Fritos? This is Frito dog foot smell right here. Yep. Kind of brings me back to my Chihuahua. But they should say dog foot smell. Wet dog foot smell. Not that great. Here's the thing. I think a lot of these, let's be honest with each other, because I think it's about time we were. I think a lot of this, what you smell, power of suggestion. Like if someone said to me, well, Fritos, for example. Yep, dead on Fritos. But you could also say buttered popcorn. Yep, buttered popcorn. It's all up here, you see. Somebody in the scratch and sniff industry isn't liking me right now because I just spilled the scratch and sniff beans. That's way too close. Could you please just back the camera up? Thank you. All right, look, I know this is probably getting tedious, but I just want to push it just a little further, just to see what happens. Garbage, all right? I know I said the grand finale would be fish, and I guess it will be. You're not in the practice of smelling your dog's feet. Well, Don, you don't know what you're missing, especially if you like Fritos. Garbage. Okay, I'm a little hesitant, but here we go. I'm scratching now, again. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, we're just gonna move on through that one. We have a winner so far. Number one with a bullet, hands down, no competition. Garbage is number one at this time. Dare I even open fish? I got to because I promised. All right, here we go. Last one. Oh. The music stopped. Did you even hear it? Did you? Did you? Sorry. Mellow Monday. Sorry, that collar, he shook me up a little bit. It's kind of intimidating. How'd he even get this number? And I think he was wearing the same shirt as me. And his robe was just like mine. Hang on. Definitely lukewarm as all hell. Ugh, oh, I don't know. I don't know, you guys. When you make your Bob Doyle Show coffee mug, now maybe, I don't know, but that, I love it, as you know. All right, here we go. Fish. Okay. Okay. One more. Okay. It's not so in your face that you gag, but if they had notched it up a couple, like I think if you put the nanoromophone has an overdrive mode. Now it's not, hasn't been approved, and you need a special app to do it, but if you download the app and you put it into overdrive, then all the smells times 3. So, for example, if I was to have done the garbage one with the nanoromophone in overdrive, which uses up the battery, by the way, so there's a cost, I might not be speaking with you right now. And the fish thing right there might have caused a lot more problems. So, now, what do? Well, it's time to start writing some greeting cards. Now I know that none of you could possibly come up with an abusive thing to say. Not even sarcastically, not even in good fun. You're too pure of heart. I understand that about you. But I'm sure that you probably know some people out there. You know who I'm talking about. Perhaps they're in the room with you right now. Or perhaps you have a call with them in a few minutes. I'm just cleaning up after myself a little bit. So, prototypes of the cards should be appearing on the Bob Doyle Show in the coming days. What, you thought this was a throwaway idea for one show on Friday? Now look, first of all, for all of you going, those are Dr. Stinky's stickers. What are you going to do? Stick them in your own card? No, I just said this is a prototype. It's proof of concept. Dr. Stinky's getting his aroma stuff done somewhere. I'm guessing Dr. Stinky did not have a lab set up in his living room making this stuff. He's probably got some company who would just as easily do it for Elyod products. Except we'd say, look, we need you to amp this up right over here. We need a gag reflex. These cards, we can't do that. I was going to say they need to come with warning labels, but you see, then you'd have to put them on the envelope of the person. And I think that would be some suspicion. If you give somebody a card and there's an official warning, this is warning, this card may very well cause gag reflex, have garbage pail handy, especially if the relationship was somewhat tenuous, which I would assume it is if you're going to give them an abusive greeting card. I'm thinking the odds of them opening the card go down. So, but who's to say what causes a gag reflex? Some of you might have lost it if you'd smelled the garbage thing, if you had had your NaNoWriMo phones. Did you even look under your seat? You don't even have my t-shirt yet. Be patient with the... I don't have to be patient. You're not the boss of me. If I want to be impatient, I have that prerogative. That's right. I'm standing up for myself. Setting boundaries. I'll say what's patient or not. I had to refer back to see what am I even talking about. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we've come up to the top of another hour. How do we do that? I will leave you with this question, and I seriously want you to ponder it. What if, I'm giving you a chance to lock in to the sound of my voice, what if life was a dress rehearsal? Can't go back any further because my headphones are wrapped up in a thing. All right. It is time to replace the music that you were listening to with the music that you're now listening to, which indicates that the Monday mellow-ish edition of the Bob Doyle Show has come to an end even before it's begun, I think. It does go by fast, Denise, and I want you to tell all of your friends and family that. When they say, I don't have 30 minutes to check out some internet show, you'll say, it goes by fast. They'll say, yeah. You'll say, no, seriously. You'll be glad you did it. And they'll roll their eyes, because that's what they do. But one day you'll get them on board, and they'll go, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I doubted you. And I assure you that won't happen again. And next time you tell me to watch a show, I'm going to do it, especially if it has the words Bob and Doyle in it, in that order.